Hi everybody, happy holidays. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a giant bough of paper holly. So it's like a big paper holly garland that you can use to decorate your house for Christmas. It's really easy to make. You're just going to need a few supplies for it. You're going to want to have 65-pound cardstock. I use 3 different shades of green here. You can use any colors you prefer. Red honeycomb balls, a large roll of tinsel garland, glue gun, floral wire, mounting tape, or command hooks to hang it, depending on where you're hanging it, and the holly template, which you can get for free on my blog, and the link is below, as well as direct links with all of the supplies that I mentioned here. Okay, so I have a bunch of holly leaves cut out here. I used about 50 leaves for, I think it was around a 5.5-foot garland or so. I'm also using honeycomb balls, like I mentioned, for the berries. You can find those at party stores or online. And I'm using some thick tinsel garland here in white. You can use another color if you prefer. Craft stores sell these. Pretty much any store that has Christmas stuff out this time of year is going to have some tinsel garland that you can grab. So I get a bunch of leaves cut out, and all I do is crease them in half. It's just a quick fold down the middle, just so that this gives it a little bit of dimension before we glue it onto our tinsel garland. So get all those cut out, get them creased, and then we're going to start to glue them to the tinsel garland. So I also like to mention here, as you're starting to put your leaves onto your tinsel garland, it's going to stiffen up as you continue to add the leaves. So if you want it to be very straight, then lay your garland out to be very straight as you start to glue on. If you want it to have a curve to it, then lay it in a curve before you start gluing your leaves on, and it's going to kind of take that form as you're gluing the leaves on. So that's just important to note. Go ahead and add some glue to the bottom back side of one of your leaves and add it to one end, starting at one end of the tinsel garland. Make sure you give it a good firm press till it's dry so that it makes good contact with the garland in general and not just sticks to some of the tinsel pieces that are like loose. You want it to have good contact. So I generally like to glue my first 2 kind of in a V, and then I add a 3rd one right below in between the 2. And I'm using 3 paper colors here. You can use just 1, you could use 2, you could use more than 3 if you wanted to. If you're using more than 1, then just alternate to keep that nice pattern going. So I'm just continuing here, alternating my leaves. This is a very simple project, but it is a nice statement piece. My garland was about 5.5, 6 feet long. This whole project only took me a couple hours to do. I did use my Cricut to cut out these leaves, so it did help it go a little bit faster. But you can hand cut them and just stack several sheets of paper together and cut like 2 or 3 sheets out at once to make the process faster if you're hand cutting. So it's very friendly for those that don't have a machine as well as those that do, and you can get this template for free on my blog. So you pretty much get the idea with the leaves, and then to add your berries, the honeycomb balls that I'm using here as my berries, you're just gonna, they come folded in half, and you're just gonna add some glue to one side and pick a spot on your garland and press it down. Give it a good firm press so it makes good contact with your leaves. And then you'll just add some glue to the other side and fold it over. I have a little string here it came with. You can cut that off or just glue over it. So I'm just adding some glue again and then folding it down so that it forms that round berry-like shape. And you can add as many of these as you like, as few of these as you like. You don't even have to add these if you don't want to. You can do different sizes, and that's how easy this is, and it looks amazing. It's really simple, and it's a beautiful statement piece for your home for Christmas. You could decorate them for your banisters, your walls, your trees, over doorways or arches, anything fun like that. So I really hope you enjoyed.